Uh, Namaste, Gurudev. Mr. Storage Bardeva has another question. He says that in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is, elaborating on the profoundness of karma in the battleground. And now, in the present, in the modern days, people are more motivated towards something which is materialism, money. All educational system, total system is focusing on something which is a material outlook. In this situation, people are sometimes, mostly misguided, and how they can maintain their spiritual, goal and work in the present day modern material field.
I understand. Action, karma. In the English word action does not connote such a wider view as the Sanskrit word karma. Karma has very many meanings. It has come from kri. Kri is the root, karma. Karma means what you do is also karma. The effect is also karma. And the past effects, the accumulated effects, the momentum which is propelling you in the life, that is also karma. So, taking it from that point of view, whole world, as far as I can say, is moving with action. Is moving with action. Is made for action. As a matter of fact, if you say what world is, if you ask me a question, what is world? I should say it is a mass of action. It is just a mass of action. Nothing is static here. Everything is moving. Right from the sand to the sun. Right from the speck of sand to the sun. Right from bacteria to elephant. Right from trees to a human being. Everything is in motion. Everything is constantly in motion. The galaxies, the nebulas, stars, sun, moon, everything we find is constantly moving. Nothing static. Apparently a stone may be static, but it is underneath. It has the transformation. It is getting in transformation. So the whole world is moving in a transformation. Transformation for a particular purpose. The purpose is not very apparent before our eyes, but the wise people say that the whole purpose, realization of the Supreme, is the very purpose behind the creation. The whole creation is for one purpose. It is a constantly moving force, moving element, and it is moving towards perfection. Moving towards perfection. Every living being is trying for perfection. Every tree is trying for perfection. It is struggling against wind. It is struggling against the wear and tear of nature to get perfection. So this is action. Without action, nobody can exist here. The insects are constantly working. The birds are constantly moving. Animals constantly working. And the system is made in such a way that you get hunger, thirst, your pain, so many physical ailments, mental suffering, and appetite, hunger. Everybody has hunger, and the hunger has to be satisfied, so everybody has to be active. So it is not the time which actually hinders action. Action is natural thing. Ever since the creation has come in existence, action. Karma bhumi. This is karma bhumi and tapa bhumi. Through karma, you do tapa. Through action, you develop your concentration. Look at a cat. There may be 200 people, but if there is a little sound of a rat or little smell, she is so much focused that she doesn't know who are there around her, and she jumps and catches it. Look at the tiger, so concentration. Everything is there doing with concentration, action. So, this way, without action, nobody can live. That is why Gita gives so much of importance to action, because you are here because of your past karma. Had you been having no karma, past karma, you would not be here on the earth. For instance, somebody goes to a market. Why does he go to a market? Either he wants to sell something, or he wants to buy something, or he wants to work something. There he may have to work somewhere there, or he may have to see the things that are available there. If he doesn't have all these interests, he doesn't want to work, he doesn't want to buy something, he wants to sell something, why should he go to market? He doesn't go. So every person that are there in the world, or for that matter every being, particularly about human beings I can say, that they have the past karma, the desires. Yeah, they have the desires lingering, connecting the world, connecting the mundane world. Maybe he was not satisfied with a fine wife, or fine husband, or he didn't have enough money. He had a hankering for money, and he died with this hankering. He didn't have a good car, he didn't have a this, that, so many kinds of materials that people hanker for. So he didn't have, and he dies and comes back again, dies and comes. And nature provides these things. We don't blame the time. We do not blame the era. People are material, we say, but I don't say anybody is material. They have the desires, so nature is providing them. These desires were lingering in their heart for long, and they are getting those things. Nature doesn't provide anything that you don't deserve or that you didn't long for before. So that way you are getting things that are necessary. Now about action, Krishna says very nicely in the Gita that every individual must know three things. Because an individual is not just for action, he is also for realization. Realization is above action. Action has contamination. Action can be good or evil, but realization is beyond good and evil. Knowledge is beyond good and evil. Experience is beyond good and evil, because it is ever what it is. The experience of the existence, eternal existence. So he says three things everybody must know, for human beings particularly. Animals cannot understand this, because the karma principle is more applicable to human beings, because human beings has rationality, he has discrimination, he can realize the supreme, which other animals cannot do. He has the spirituality other animals don't have. They are controlled by instincts, they are controlled by propensities, but human being can go above all propensities. So three things says: karma, vikarma, akarma. Karmannapi bodhabham, bodhabham cha vikarmana, akarmanascha bodhabham, gahana karmana gati. The effect of action is deep. One must know what is karma, one must know what is vikarma, and also he must know what is akarma. Because the effect of action in human life is extremely deep, supremely deep. So what is karma? Any expression, any talk, any thinking, any action that you do with your senses, with your hands and feet, whatever, if it is helpful to spirituality and if you are not attached to it, if you don't expect anything from out of it, then that becomes karma. And what is vikarma? The action, the speech, the thinking, the deliberation that is contaminated with desire, contaminated with physical desire, your personal interest, personal end, selfish ends. If you are working that way, it becomes vikarma. It is a contaminated work. It will not help you develop spiritually. And third one is akarma. What is akarma? Like if somebody is sick, he takes medicine, treatment, and then he becomes fit. So if you have done karma well, every day is karma with purity, free from selfish end, out of love, out of inspiration. Karma cannot be, some people say that karma cannot be done without any selfish interest. No. You get all your necessary things through your action, but then again you can keep your heart free from attachment. You can keep your heart free from blemishes, contamination. So if you have done that for quite a long time, then you will start having this akarma state, which is contemplation, which is meditative state, where only joy, infinite space, like a falcon gliding in the space. Your mind is gliding in the space of divine, space of the divinity, space of the eternal consciousness. And that contemplative state, samadhi state, is called akarma. It is beyond karma. At that time you don't do karma, but you get absorbed, self-absorbed state. So this self-absorbed state gives you moksha. Moksha means freedom. Freedom from suffering, old age, disease, and all sorts of worldly blemishes. You get freedom there, that you understand that you are beyond world. You are not connected with the world. You are beyond laws, worldly laws. And your law is spiritual law. You are within the realm of spirituality. So to go into the realm of spirituality through your contemplation, you need to have pure action. Now this principle is not actually dominated by any time factor. It doesn't matter whether it is Iron Age or Golden Age or Brass Age, or it is Kali Yuga or Satya Yuga or Treta. No. These yugas, they move in their own way. But the law of action, which has started from the very beginning of the creation, is still prevailing in the same way, rigorously, unfailingly. That's why, if you say that the Gita said, in those days also there were highly material people. Duryodhana was a material person. Kauravas were very material, sometimes very naughty. There were very seriously naughty people there, and everything. It is, the world is always a mixture. The world is always mixture. The world is a compound element. So in every time there were people who are very material, and every time there are people who are very spiritual. So it is not the time factor, it is the spirit with what you are working. If you want material benefit, work, get benefit. But that will not be lasting. That will not be lasting. You have to give them up. Either they will give you up, or you have to give them up in the course of time. But if you work for spirituality, definitely you will get spirituality. You get meditation, you get inner joy, inner happiness, inner light, and that will be with you even after your death. They say, in this lifetime you lead a wide, peaceful life, happy life, and after also you are happy. You are the biggest problem is the confusion of the mind. People are always confused. They are seeking material things and they are getting it. The more they get, the more confused they are. The sleep is disturbed, the thoughts are not steady. But if you work for spirituality, so it needs training. These days our problem is our education is devoid of spirituality. No training is given from the very beginning of life, because the bigger the achievement, the longer the training needed, longer the practice needed. You have to pay the bigger amount of thing, you have to pay more. So spiritual achievement is very high. That's why from the very beginning of your life, you have to make your motivation. More than the action, motivation behind the work is important. Same work, eating food. Somebody is eating with one idea that he must eat this food and go and rob, or he must loot something. He must steal something, or somebody may be eating and says that I will be going and meditating. So the very intention is different. So the effect will be different. Action may be the same apparently, but if your intention is different, it isn't. So in short, what you need to do at the moment is to make your inner spirit, the spirit behind every action, every word, every thinking, spiritual. Do the same thing, no matter. You do computer, you have to earn money, everything, but you think that nothing is yours, because it is virtually nothing is yours. Everything that you gain in the world, any accomplishment, is belonging to the world. So the thing that belongs to the world, give to the world. The thing that belongs to heaven, belongs to divine, give to him. Your thoughts should be given to the divine, and your achievement should be given to the world. Hands to work and heart to God. Very old theory. Hands to work and heart to God. And American thinker, Mr. Emerson, he speaks very nicely about the Gita. That this is a book. I have taken a wonderful day dipping in the Bhagavad Gita. He says something like that. And he says that at a different time, at a different situation, at a different environment, millennia ago, the words have been given through Gita, which is perfectly solving our problems of the modern time. Perfect solution for our modern time, because they are the eternal words. They are the eternal words. And these words you must follow. Do not care whether people are material, work is material, whether you are material or spiritual, you take care of that. Do not criticize the world, because you are not a supervisor here. You are not employed as a supervisor to criticize people. You are here to watch yourself and work. I always believe in 3W. I always believe in 3W. They speak about wine, omen, and wealth. But I speak about work, watch, and wait. Work, watch, and wait. Go on working and watch how you are working. What is the spirit behind your work? And wait. Because without waiting, you cannot have the fruit. You cannot have the fruit because you have to wait. So that way, you build your nature, build your character. That is education. If you have made a steady character in which you are very selfless and you work with love and detachment and with inspiration, no time is going to influence you. No time is going to work upon you. Be it a Kali Yuga or material Yuga or whatever name, because name is a material thing. Name is a mental thing. You name it, but nature is working in a process. And the laws are laws. Laws are laws. Laws, millions of years ago, the laws of action that work, even now the same working, whether you care it or not. It is what it is. It is what it is.